Good morning. Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. My name is Barbara, and I'm your host for today's episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And this is our Monday Make It Monday edition. And so, I'm reading your messages. I wish this thing had a doorbell and we could ding dong for Barbara. I see your messages. I'm here. And I just want to real quick show you my shirt. You may or may not be able to see it because you may be in commercial land. I don't know. But anyway, look at this. It's an alien. I showed this to you last year. But in case you missed it, it's an alien with a Santa hat. And then down below, he's carrying a present and he says, believe. Believe in the magic of Christmas. Believe in aliens. I don't know what it's saying, but my sweet sister-in-law got this for me from New Mexico when they went to Area 51. And I was like, just bring me something. I don't care what, a rock or something. And then they got me this, and they got my husband one too. So we can wear it together in town and look, like that couple. Oh, look at them. They're wearing the same shirts, but my husband and I don't care. And he really doesn't care. He'll see me wear this shirt and he'll be like, where's mine? And he'll go look for it and put it on. That's the kind of husband that he is. So, anyway, I just wanted to share this shirt with you because I know at this angle you can't really see it, but there is looking at you. And it's really funny because Connie with, I think it's just another stitch. Yep, Connie. And she has made different things with these kind of aliens, just this kind of shape. And so she's really into it. So every time I see this, I think of her. So now it's time for me to say good morning to you. I see Kelly Weber. Hello, Kelly. I see Catherine. I see Nikki. I see Alice. I see Lori. Lori, you're talking smack there this morning. Good for you. I see Roberta. And I see Robin. Hey, hi, Robin. I see. Oh, I think that's it for right now. Yeah. Well, and some people may have gotten off. So anyway, I want to welcome you. It's so good to see you. So, um, I may have lost Lori in the. She sometimes has to get off because of her internet. So I hope you guys are here. If you're still here, wave at me. Give me a thumbs up. Do something so I know that you're here. Hey, what's in your cup today? I have coffee, as usual. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Hey, Lori, it's good to see you. Thank you, Kelly, for the thumbs up. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Lori. Oh, that's good. So, to all of you who could not make it to our Zoom Friday night, it was super fun and you were missed. Hey, Catherine, thank you. Oh, yeah. Alice has a big coffee and I have a big coffee. This is a big mug. My sweet sister-in-law gave this to me when I had my little Daisy girl. And my Daisy girl, oh my gosh, I got her in 2007. And yeah. So anyway, I got her in 2007 because I got her in 2006, I think, because she was the same age as my oldest son minus 20 years. So when he turned 21, she turned 1. And coffee. Nikki has coffee. Alice has a big coffee. Lori says always coffee, and she has like a gazillion cups of coffee. I don't know how she keeps her heart, from like exploding because of all the coffee. But I do know, for certain people, coffee is important, important to keep you going. So I do understand that. So, what is on your hook today? What's on your hook? I've got a couple new things. And so the joke around here is, I tell my oldest granddaughter, who is 4, I have a grandson who's 11. He will be 12 in February. That does not seem possible. My granddaughter is 4. She just turned 4. And the joke is, she's not the boss of me. But the truth is, she kind of is. Because when that little face says, Grammy and whatever, dot, 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 I'm like, okay. you know, just like my husband when she called him to say, Grandpa, do you have any money for me? And she was 2 at the time, and he was like, well, how much do you need, sweetheart? And she waited and counted on her fingers, and then she was like, all of it. And he said, okay. Thing is, when you give your heart to children, any child, and it doesn't have to be yours by blood, it can be any child that just grabs your heart. You pretty much just do whatever you can. So, my my little girl got her scarf, and her sister got her scarf. Well, her sister she's not yet 2. She'll be 2 in April. And she is she is funny. And she does not get the concept of a scarf and does not want it around her neck. And she looks at that scarf and thinks that it's, a toy, like a cow. She knows it's a cow because they asked her, on the portal, Annabelle, what is this? What is this? And she said, cow, moo. And then they asked her, what Nicole's was. And she knew that, hey, Roberta, you got to drive. Maybe you could turn your phone on and just listen to us. Don't watch us. Be safe, but just listen. Maybe you could listen like we're on the radio or something. And so she knew that was a piggy, and she knows how to do the piggy sound. And so anyway, yeah, she does not want to wear that scarf. And she did show it to me. She was like this, and then she threw it at me on the portal, on the TV screen. And it was so funny. So funny. That little girl she's not 2 yet. So she doesn't, she doesn't care what things are supposed to be for. She's like, whatever. I'm throwing it. So I've been busy. I had these 2 hats made already. My youngest granddaughter, Annabelle, doesn't have any hats right now because she keeps losing them. And so, my daughter-in-law was trying to find hats at the local Walmart, those cheap little 99-cent knit hats that you can get, and they didn't have any. They only had like an infant size, and that's too small for Annabelle's head. And I think Nicole is down to like 2 hats because they just keep losing them. So I had these hats already made. So this is just a really, really cool hat. It has the cross design in it, the X, the double crochet cross. It has double crochet. It has I think that's a camel stitch. And then, just a regular, and then a front post and back post for the band. And this is one that I created last year before we sold our house and before we moved over. And I did this. And then in the transition of all of that, I stashed these hats away. In fact, I made 3 of them, 3 different sizes. Thank you. And thank you, Kelly. And I made 3 different sizes, and they, I can't find the biggest size. I can't find it in my stash of everything. So I'm not sure what happened to it, but I did create a pattern. Oh, it is foggy outside. Woo. I just heard a noise and I looked outside and I'm like, dense fog. And it is dense fog. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. And so, I made these hats and in 3 different sizes, and I was just going to call them, all in the family hat or something like that. And because they're super easy and they have a little detail, just enough detail to, make it interesting, but not enough to make it difficult. Nobody wants a difficult hat, right? And, but you can see, it's just really cute. And then with all the craziness and everything, I didn't do the tutorial. And wherever I had the written pattern down, oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, she's a robin bird. I don't know. Is Robin still here? Hi, Robin. Are you still here? I haven't seen you since then. And so, I didn't do a tutorial for it. So now that I've made it in different colors and everything, I'm like, I might need to make a tutorial for this because I really like it. I like, this is okay. This is all right. This is what I had, and I wanted the pattern to show through. But look what I did. So let's see. Oh, this one I still have this one I still have to weave in one end. Oh, and the magic circle in the middle. Yep, I got to weave that in too. So let me show you. This is made with the Hobby Lobby yarn, and it's just super cool. And I like the way the colors, how the colors just transitioned. And it just is a really, really pretty hat. And then this one, I did weave in the ends on this one. This one is Annabelle's hat. And this one is just 1 row bigger, but everything else, 1 row bigger on the top, but everything else is exactly the same for Nicole. And so anyway, these are just, sister hats. And so I do like them. I like them a lot. I like the pattern that kind of comes, with this colorway. It just changes as it changes, and I like it. But you can see, like, let me compare this one to this one. They're both the same size, but like in the solid, you can definitely see like the camel stitch and the X and everything. And this one, it just looks interesting. It just looks like, oh, what's that? So I like them. I like them in the colors. I like them in the solids. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. So then I had, now that was a Hobby Lobby yarn. Then I had, I'm going to show you. Oh, okay. I had a Caron Cake. And this one is in Bumbleberry. So it's like, it's got these colors in it, which is really cool. It's really cool. Now, the one that I started with this color, and then it transitioned to this darker color. And I'll show you what that looks like. But the little one that I did stayed with the, of course, that one has to be woven in too. Stayed with, and this is just strictly a beanie. It's just strictly, just a half double crochet. And then I did, a couple rows of front post, back post, just to give it that. It was a top down beanie. And so this one, you can see it started with this slightly darker color and went to a lighter color. And so this is the one that's sized for Annabelle. And then I went directly into this beanie from that colorway for Nicole. And you can see this right here. So I'm not sure how she's going to like that, but let me show you. Because I think that this one, well, there we go. So this one actually will fit me as a skull cap like that, but it will fit her as just a looser hat. So I hope I didn't stretch it out for her. But anyway, if I did, I can make her I can make her one of these in Annabelle size because these stretch, so this one would be more of a skull cap for Nicole. And so I like those. Um, oh, thanks. Goes good with the mittens. Yes. In fact, oh, thanks. The colors transition. Oh, you see a ribbon running through it for a princess. Yeah. And, I may do something like that or do a flower or something on this one because it transitioned into this dark. And I don't know how she's going to like that. I just don't know. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. But it just so happened that it transitioned right on the first stitch of the next row. So there's no jog. It's like I did it on purpose, but I didn't. Do you see how there's no jog at all? And the reason there's no jog on these is because I stopped and started each row. I didn't do it in the round. Now, when I did this one is a half double crochet, and I did that one in the round. So there's no jog, but there is a lean. I don't know what you call it, but right here, there's a leaning right in here. So anyway, that's my story. I'm going to stick to it. So that's what I've been working on. And I think I'm gonna let my mom try this hat. I keep bringing this hat up because I can't believe it. My mom was like, I like that hat. I think that's great. So I'm gonna let her try it on. It's very heavy. I don't know. So if she doesn't want it to wear it, then I will give it to the grandkids and just let them do whatever they want with it. On the Zoom Saturday night, I wore this and it was fun. It's so comfortable. It's so comfortable. There's yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. This hat I could wear. I didn't even know I had it on. Seriously. Yeah. Except that I knew I had it on. So there's that. And then I found this beanie that I made because I was like going through hats going, well, what, And so I found this beanie that I made and I'm going to keep it for, working on the farm. So I'm going to keep this one for me. And because it's lightweight, it will just hold in the heat, hold in my head heat. And, I can put a pony here and I don't have to worry about, anything. It doesn't have any fancy edge or anything. It's just a straight in the round beanie. So I made this a while back and I was going to do a tutorial for this. Never did. So, yeah, I'm going to keep that. And anyway, then I have another hat that I made. And I'm going to keep this one too. Because this one is just like, it's got some bobbles in it. It's hard to see because of the type of, but like there's some bobbles here. There's a bobble row. There's a bobble row here. And there's a front post, back post row between the bobbles. You can't see it. But anyway, it's just kind of like a hat for the farm. So I'm going to keep that and wear that. This one's really comfy. It was made with the, I think this one was made with Hobby yarn, Hobbii, like this. The Tivoli XL is what I made it with. Oh, you can't even see that. Wow. Can't see the words. There we go. They're coming in. But that was from Hobby. I ordered that a couple years ago, actually. So that was nice. Now on to, let me do a review of this one pattern. And I was, thanks, Alice. I know, looks like I should have a hat series of videos. Yeah, a flower will pop on that dark background. I agree, Kelly and Lori. I think that maybe that might make it less, well, for a 4-year-old, I don't want to say the word ugly, but, So anyway, these mittens were not my pattern. I found them on the, I actually haven't sewn in the ends of the second one that I did, but you'll see I had to improvise with the yarn on this one. So this was one skein of yarn for these two hats and this set of mittens. Okay. So if I had just done, you know, one hat, I could have gotten probably, you know, 2 or 3 pairs of mittens out of it. Maybe, definitely 2 pairs of mittens out of it. Now this is the cute one. And it's, you know, you make it like this. So first you make the cuff, and then you do 18 around single crochet, and then you do half double crochet, do a little gusset, and then chain 2 and connect it. So you have 6 and 2. So you have like an 8 stitch hole. And then you do, you know, this. So this was a crochet crowd pattern. And this was a mitten that they had patterns, they had sizes and instructions for all ages. And this one was like 2 to 4 years old. This one was for a 2 to 4 year old. And so, you know, it's what's perfect. That's perfect for Annabelle and Nicole. So this right here, this yarn is what I had left of, this was the second mitten, what I had left of this yarn, which is really cute. So I had to kind of improvise, and I had this yarn, which kind of looks a little bit like this. It's similar. And so anyway, but this one I just took from this, and so it was this color, the Caron and Caron Cake. So I finished this one. I still have to sew up the ends on this one. But I did this one last night. So anyway, you know, they transition, and they're kind of fun mittens. So, you know, that's the way they are. Yeah, they don't exactly look like they go together, but they do, sort of. Anyway, so this is the first pair of mittens that I have made, and I have to make some more, but I don't have any more of this color. So I'm going to have to make some. I'm a little leery of making them with this because I'm at the dark spot still, and I don't think those girls want a dark. And I know I can control the colorway, but I'm just not into that right now. I'm not into like pulling and doing all that. So, then I'm sorry if I'm ignoring your comments. I'm really not seeing any right at the moment. So this was the, yeah, so see, this was the Caron Cake. See how dark that is when it comes out? I was like shocked. I was like, where, what? It didn't look that dark, but it is, and it goes on forever, it feels like. So anyway, so that's that. And then I had this color, and I was going to make some hats and mittens with this. And I have another one of these skeins, so I can make 2 hats and 2 mittens. I'm just like running out of steam, if you know what I mean, right? With the hats and the mittens. So I definitely need to make another set of mittens. I have this yarn, more of this yarn, so I can make 2 sets of mittens to go with this, and I think I may do that. But last night while I was just sitting, blue and teal, yeah, I love that too. It's a real pretty color. This is called Poolside Siesta. So you can kind of see that, you know, with the different colors of blues that, you know, that kind of show the different blues that might be in a pool. It's just really pretty. It is. So anyway, I've got 2 of these, so I can definitely make 2 hats and 2 mittens. So that sounds good. But, you know, I was running out of steam last night and thinking, Yes, it's Voldemort. It is. Oh, Alice, soon enough, my dear. Um, so, if you're allowed back in your country, then it would be really good. So I had this yarn, and this is also, I love this yarn, and it was Christmas colors, and it's sparkly. It has sparkles in it. It has the green, red, and white with sparkles. And so I started making a Christmas hat. So this is the top of the Christmas hat. Um, and so because I thought, it's a lighter weight, so it's not really a warm, but it's cute. And so I thought, well, if they wanted to, they could have, a Christmassy hat to wear. So it's got Christmas colors. It's really super cute. So anyway, so I started that last night, but it was with a smaller hook. It's a slightly thinner yarn. I think wrapping it in the metallic, just kind of helped make it a smaller, thinner yarn. But it has a quick turnaround. It has a quick turnaround. So it's just like 4 inches of each color, and then it changes. So it's pretty quick to change. This one, yeah. So like I said, it's a quick turnaround. So you do like 2 stitches practically, and you're done with that color. So it makes a really nice, picture, especially when you're going down like this, top down beanie. It's just really nice. I like it. And so anyway, I started that. But let's talk about those other, thank you, Alice. Let's talk about these other hats. So, okay, do you remember when I kind of went crazy with the Tiffany Hanson hat? And I just really loved her hat. And I didn't have the 15 millimeter, so then I had to order a 15 millimeter, and I got it. I got the same exact yarn. I followed her directions. I even did the same amount of rows. I love the hats. They're heavy, they're warm, they're awesome. And then when you put them on, Paddington Bear. I don't know. And then the other way she did was this way, like to do it like a. But see, even in her picture, she was doing this. Probably to make it not look so. I don't know. I don't know, my friends. I don't know. So, anyway, I don't know if anybody will wear them if I give them away. I just don't know. So, they might. They might. So, like my husband tried one on, and he's like, well, here, I'll just, he put it on, and I immediately laughed at him. And then, I don't know. So maybe it's just, our age. I don't know. Maybe I need to give it to a younger person. I don't know. Then he rolled it up, and I was like, well, you kind of look like Paddington Bear. He was like, no. He went and looked in the mirror, and he's like, oh. He's like, okay, I get it. So anyway, thoughts, anybody? Thoughts? Stripes. Hats are your new dishcloths. I know, right? Paddington, see? Watch. I mean, do I not look like Paddington Bear? Right? With this turned up? I don't know. Everybody's being really nice. Oh, you could have used my dishcloths this weekend. They were asking to purchase them. Oh, darn. So yeah, it's like, well, and I did she did this. She said that it was supposed to be like a slouchy hat, or you could roll this up and then pull it down more like, like a tighter hat. But I don't know. Anyway. I think that crazy Aunt Barb is just going to give it to one of her nieces or nephews and let them worry about it. So, that was that. That's about all I got. Let's drink some coffee, shall we? I need some coffee after all that. I did not get good sleep last night. Several reasons. Won't go into them, but just had to get up in the middle of the night and get some juice for hubby, and just then the dog was laying on me, and then the cat wanted to like smother me. She was loving me so much, and I just rough night. But you know what? There's always another night to try to sleep, right? If one night you don't get sleep, then well, try again. So yeah, I have to make some more. And yes, hats are my new dishcloths. I really, I just started getting into hats, didn't I? I don't know what it is, but yeah, hats are my new dishcloths. I wish that I had had enough, and I almost did. I mean, seriously. I mean, this is such little bit of yarn. I almost had enough for 2 full mittens, and it would have been so cute, so adorable. And so I've got this color too, which is a really cute color. So this one has this one I've worked this one up before, and this one is called Cinnamon Cedar. So it's more of a, you can see it's more of a fall color, not a winter color. But, for little girls, what do you need? Just some fun colors, some colors that, that they might like. So anyway, Monday. What is on your hook today? I want to know what you worked on this weekend. Did you work on anything great this weekend? I showed you what I did, and it was a lot of fun, and I kind of just like really worked it. I did get this Premier yarn. It's Premier Puzzle yarn, and it is in Sudoku colorway, which is blacks and grays, and it's more manly color for my husband. He did not really want the hat that he was being kind about, and he accepted, here it is, this hat, because he said, it kind of, even though this is, men's colors, I guess the baby blue in it made him think, it wasn't quite manly enough. He was wanting something a little more solid, not stripy looking or whatever, So, and this is that same hat that I made with the Premier, but the same type of hat that I made, that was the Tiffany Hanson hat, the really big hats. So he very sweetly, would it hurt your feelings if I asked you to make me one with, a more solid color or more sedate color? And I was like, of course not. Of course not, And so anyway, I got that color. Yeah, the guys in my family, they mostly don't want, they don't want to wear girly hats, I guess is what you would call them. Excuse me. They want hats to look like, that just kind of don't look like anything. People don't look at them and go, oh, look at that pretty hat. They just want the hat to blend in, to be functional, and turn the hats into purses. I would, but it's very squishy and very, oh, I could make it into a bucket hat, couldn't I? Yeah, I guess I could. I would have to somehow bring this together. Oh, I could do a pouch, like a pouch like this, right? It's just very, the hat is very heavy to begin with. I can't imagine, see, like, I can't imagine putting anything in this. You have to feel it to understand. The way it is, it's all front post double crochet. And on the, oh, actually this one is front post single crochet. It's all front post single crochet. So there's no solidity to it, you know. It's all designed to expand and blah blah blah, all that stuff. So anyway, hey Carrie, it's good to see you. Catherine. Yeah, you know, I would definitely, Catherine, make a smaller hook or use a smaller hook. I would definitely measure as you're going. I would definitely not go to 24 rows like yeah, monochrome hats. Yeah, they just want this, you know, no color. Yeah, they just want it to blend into the scenery, you know. They don't want their head to like shine. Oh, pretty hat. So yeah, I would definitely use a smaller hook. I would definitely not go the full 24 rows that she says to go for me. Um, Now, it looked cute on her, but she's young, you know, and maybe it's the young people that can pull that off. But definitely, you know, us older folks or me and my husband, we kind of look like Paddington Bear. Like it was so, it's so cute and it's so amazing and I fell in love with it, but you know, it's just not practical. But yes, it's so, I would make it more of a beanie. So I would make sure that you didn't go too wide either, because I think that that one, it has too many rows repeating, so too many rounds. I think she had like 5 rounds. Um, Let me see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if, I can't remember if she had 5 or 6 rounds and then went straight or, um, but I would go 1 round smaller because it is such a squishy hat. Yeah. Oh, the mittens. I will put that if you are on our Facebook group, I will put the link to the Crochet Crowd mittens. How I found it was I Googled preschool crochet mittens, and then I went, there was one that had like all blue mittens, and I scrolled down to the pink ones, but I think that that might have been the Canadian site because then it took me back to the American site. But anyway, I did, I mean, it would have let me stay, but you know. And so that's the one that I did, but I believe that the blue ones and the pink ones are the same instructions, and they have instructions for like preschool, like 2 to 4 year olds, all the way up to adult. And so that's good, you know, that's really good. I kind of like, I really want to stick my hand in here, but I don't want to stretch it out. But I feel like I could totally get my hand in here. But I don't want to stretch it out, so I'm not going to. But these are so cute. And like the thumb, you know, it kind of is the same height as this, but that's because their hands are so small. So I hope it works for her. I hope it works for both of them. So anyway, they are super, super, super cute. So, and now I want to make a couple little tiny ones for the Christmas tree because they have little ornament mittens too. Um, so it wasn't difficult. It just, you know, you just have to watch the pattern because like as you're going here, you know, you're growing the gussets, so you're doing some, you know, 2 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 4 stitches, do half double crochet, and then the next stitch do, you know, 2 half double crochets. So hey Carla, it's good to see you. So yeah. Anyway, it was just Yarn Inspirations, Crochet Crowd. Um, and I think that Mikey did a tutorial for these too. So that makes it easy too. But I'll try and find it. I just read the instructions because it was easy and fast. Hey Tara, good morning. And so I just followed the instructions for it, and that was pretty easy. So yeah, you have the thumb is separate, but the cuff you do the cuff separate, and then you don't fasten off, and then you do 18 single crochets all the way around evenly, and then that's when you start the mitten itself. So you have this end to weave in. Hit the like reminder. This to weave in and this one to weave in. So, they were really easy, but they did take a little bit of time. They did take a little bit of time. So anyway, I do like them a lot. So let's see, haven't made bigger, gonna try for the daughter this year. I kind of want to try one for myself, and I didn't make those that one year because I just felt like it wasn't, oh, here it is. So that one year I took a couple different patterns and turned it into one for myself. And so I made this one, but it doesn't help if you only make one. And I made it too big. See, I could have just made it like that, and that would have been perfect, but anyway, and I used Lori's art yarn to weave in and out around the cuff. So anyway, so yeah, this is fun, and I definitely will make some more but see, this one was like a bag a day, and I just, I really did it was part of a bag a day and part of another one, because I liked the way they went together, but because I like the way this thumb kind of went up like that. So when you lay it down, it's like this, whereas this one is like sticking out. I don't know if I can fold it this way and make it do that too. Oh, I guess I can. See if I fold it. Anyway, super cute. So yeah, I did make one, and then I was not too much of a fan. So I think I used too big of a hook because there's too much space between here. See that? I can almost stick my fingers through and make holes. When you're doing anything to keep you warm, you want to make sure that you don't use too big of a hook. So let's see what's on your hook. Tara, haven't made bigger, gonna try for granddaughter this year. Friday night was fun, yes, and there were just a few of us there, and it was perfect because I enjoyed getting to know the people that showed up. And even it's so funny because anytime you get women in a room, we're all going to want to talk. And then with with Zoom, there's everybody wants to talk at one time. So you're trying to be polite, but you want to talk, and you're trying to be polite, and then you want to talk. And so it's kind of a little dance, and it was so fun. And I really enjoyed it. I got to know the people in the Zoom a little better. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So next time, don't be shy. Just come on in. Yeah. There were a couple people who got the times a little mixed up. And I don't know why. When I send the invitation, it should have the date and time on it. And I noticed that this last invitation did not. And I don't know why. It just said, here's the invitation. But it didn't have a date and time. And so people were getting confused and trying to go into the room before the time or after the time. And so my apologies there. I don't know how to fix that, but I'll be thinking about it, definitely. So let's see what we're saying here. It was a great conversation. Tara was really Tara. She wasn't Matt in disguise, I don't think. I mean, unless Matt is just really beautiful, then, we saw Tara. Now we have to wonder, is there a Matt? Right, right. So, or did she just like, steal him? Yeah, we were sorry that you missed it too, Alice. We were. It was super fun, and I know that you had a party to go to, and it looked like I saw a photo, and it looked like you had a really good time. So it was really not Matt. Yeah. So, let's see. We did have a great conversation. Oh, Catherine says it's freezing there. Oh, I wish it was freezing here. It's not. It's dense fog advisory. What's that about? I don't know. And let's see. All right. Okay, I think I've acknowledged everybody. I hope I have. If I haven't, then do a quick hello while I'm watching, and I will say hello to you because I don't want to miss anybody. So we're almost at an hour. Well, we're at 46 minutes. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. So I don't know, other than the mittens today, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I do still need to make the little ornaments for this Christmas tree hat. And also, sew in some ends, sew in this end and that end. But so that'll take a day. You sit there and either have the TV going or the radio or whatever, and you just make, tie, tie, tie. And Carla says she's trying to work up to it. And Tina, hey Tina, hello there. It's good to see you. Good to see you. And Carla says she likes to talk. Well, good. Come on in, Carla. Yeah, we all like to talk. And it's so funny because, a lot of us have feelings about what we look like on camera. And, we are just who we are. And some days we look a little better than others, but that doesn't change who we are. Let's see, warmed up in Kentucky, but raining cats and dogs. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yes, we all like to talk. That's the funny part. And then 40 minutes goes by and then boom, you're like done. And it gives you a 10-minute warning. And I threw it out there, the 10-minute warning, but I tell you what, the 10 minutes went so fast. So, they did have a sale at the around Thanksgiving. So maybe at the beginning of the year they'll have a sale for Zoom. It just bam, you're just done. Like it doesn't even say goodbye. It just like pull the plug. You're done. And ooh, Catherine wants to know if Alice is getting snow. Tina says it's 11 in Minneapolis with a wind chill. Oh my goodness. It felt like a 5-second warning, right? I know it did. Even though it was a 10-minute warning. Zoom, we laugh and laugh, and then you're cut off mid-sentence at the end of the Zoom. I know. It's like, blah, 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 done. So, all right. I need to get my acting gear and figure out where else to go. Do you ever just like make, and then you feel like, oh, I didn't make enough, or I didn't make the right thing because you didn't have a plan. You just kind of like went with it, whatever you felt like, So that's why I think what I'm going to do is do the mittens for the hats that I already have. And that way, they can have some that match. Ooh, who had lots of snow? Wait a minute, let me see. Oh my goodness. Alice, you had lots of snow yesterday, but it's clear today. Okay, you usually get Catherine's weather 2 days after. Oh goodness. So you had lots of snow. Did it stay on the ground? I'm jealous. I want to see snow. Yeah, that is really cool. Ooh, yeah. Wow. That's kind of fun. I mean, unless you're like over it before it even starts, but I'm in Florida. We haven't had snow forever, ever. Like the last time, oh, it's still on the side streets. Okay. And Tara says she thinks she's getting snow tomorrow. She has to check the weather. Oh, it was wet and yucky snow. Isn't that the best snow for a snowman, Alice? I think so. The wet, oh, it's not fun to drive in now. The wet snow like sticks together better, instead of that powdery stuff. That powdery stuff you can't pack into a snowman. Just saying. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, one day, oh, icy wet. Yeah, that's not good. Alice says she's over it. A green Christmas works for her. I hear you. Yeah. Snow means you have to shovel, animal pens. Oh, no. It just makes extra work. Yeah. Robin says she thinks they're getting snow on Wednesday. Ooh. And Robin and her family, with her daughter and husband and grandchildren, they love to go snow sledding. And oh my gosh, it's so fun. I love watching the videos of them sled in the snow and the memories that they share. And because Robin's mom, my Aunt Claire, she used to be like the tree lookout. So she would she would go sledding with them, and she would make sure that nobody, ran into trees and stuff. Or at least that's the story that I've heard. And so anyway, lots of good memories. So Robin, I hope you get snow, and I hope you get enough to take those grandchildren out. And of course, your grandson is old enough to um, drive the bus almost, right? So Alice says, when I was younger and enjoyed winter sports, it was different, but now you don't need the snow. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people retire to Florida or a warmer climate. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I can't wait to see videos, Robin. Oh, he's 15. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize he was 15. I thought he was probably like 13 or 14. But goodness, he's going to be graduating high school in the blink of an eye. You're not going to know. Oh my goodness. And what a nice boy, too. What a nice young man he is. Um, and he loves his baby sister. That is for sure. Yes, snowbirds. Snowbirds. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to, like some people don't like that word, snowbirds. But snowbirds, they fly down from the snow and they go to the warmer climates for the winter, and they enjoy the sun, surf, the warmth. And then when it warms up north, then up they go, back up north. Time does go so fast. That is for sure. Yes, you did, your bonus grandson, and he is just a doll. He's just a doll. And I mean, you've had him, what was he, like 4 when you first got your bonus grandson? And so he was young. And why don't they like it? Well, they don't like. Oh, you got. Oh, he was 3. That's a long time. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize he was 3. Oh my goodness. So yeah, he was always adorable and just absolutely adores Angelina. Oh, why the term snowbird? Oh, some people down here, they don't want to be known as a snowbird. Um, in Florida, if you say, "Oh, you're a snowbird," then I don't know. They just don't want to be known, because a lot of times, people will say, "Oh, those snowbirds are here," and all, the roads are crowded. The snowbirds are here, and It's like, okay. Yeah. It's different when you're from the area or when you're visiting the area. You get the different perspective because you can see when the snowbirds get here. I never minded snowbirds. I actually, when my grandparents were living, they had some neighbors that were snowbirds, and I loved them. They were so sweet. And yes, so Tara says um, the snowbirds there live in her area during the summer. Well, obviously, because then when it starts snowing, they're like skitter, skitter, skitter. So, like for us, it used to be April and October. April was the time that the snowbirds would come down, and yeah, yeah, and so they would come down, and so that was when we would see like slowing down of the times, and then snowbirds come from all over, so they all have different driving methods, and every one of them will complain about the way Floridians drive, but they don't realize half of what they're complaining about are not Floridians. It's from all over, and they have like more aggressive driving. Here in the South, we just kind of like take it easy, but they're like, no, we got to get here when we got to get here. And we're like, what's your hurry? Slow down and it's all good. So anyway, it's like, it's kind of funny, So I can remember being younger and having the snowbird kind of a thing, but it's all good for me. So I like it. And I enjoy meeting people from all over. And where we live, we actually get a lot of people from England and Sweden and Scotland. And and then we get people from other countries too that will come and vacation with us. You do the aggressive, you call it steady, Robin. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We're just like, hey, what's your hurry? Come on now, slow it down. You guys talk faster too. You drive faster, you talk faster. I remember the talking faster. Speaking of that, I had a friend come. We were going to go to a conference together, and it was in Orlando. So I drove there, she flew. And oh my goodness. So, right near the conference, we had an afternoon off, and there was a big mall there in Orlando. So we went over to the mall, and we are like, walking around and enjoying it and everything. And so she wanted to get one of the Auntie Anne's pretzels. So we go over, and I'm like, hey, how are you today? I'd like one of this or that or whatever. Thank you, and I'm doing this. And she goes, and she's like, one Auntie Anne's, blah, blah, blah. Does it come with this? Okay, good. That's what I want. And I just kind of like looked at her. Catherine, have a great day. I just remember going, ooh, that's not how you talk here. You have to say, hey, how's your mom? And I just remember thinking, oh my goodness, I came from that because she was from the area that I grew up in. And, it's like order, order, order. And, it's like whatever. And, she just didn't have time. It was like very authoritarian the way she said it, like she was their boss, and she wasn't being mean. It was just her demeanor. And I was like, hey, Gloria, good to see you. Oh, yes, Robin. Well, I think our whole family, we like to talk. So we don't have a problem with that, right? Yeah, we're like, hey, how are you? Yeah. And she just didn't have any time for small talk. Well, she actually worked in DC. She works for the government. And apparently that's the way they talk. So I just remember going, this girl's going to like do something to your pretzel if you're not nicer, So anyway, yeah, that I saw it then. And then another time I went up north and I was in a Taco Bell, and I'm telling you, it was downtown inner city, and I'm telling you, it was like a whole new dialect, and I had forgotten it. I did not know what the girl was asking me. I could not figure it out. And I looked at my friend Betty, and I'm like, Betty, what did she say? You know, because finally I'm like, excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. And she said it again. And then I was like, I can't keep asking this girl, what did she say? She's going to get mad at me. And because she didn't like slow it down or change it or anything, I did not know what she said. I looked at Betty and I was like, what did she say? She's like, just forget it. Just order. It's like, okay. Oh gosh. Yeah. I think, yeah, Robin, I think you're right. It does. It does tend to jade you a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And oh, Alice says she has a brother-in-law from New Brunswick and they speak so fast. It was years before you could understand him. No, I'm right there. I'm right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, whew. So go on now, get. Right? If you can't understand anybody, you just go on now, get. And if you don't know what that's from, watch Friday's episode because that was kind of funny. And I tried to find the link for that where he says, "What's Yankee for going now, get?" And I found it, but I was trying to like just get that clip of him doing that because it's like it's this whole SEC thing, and if you're not into football, college football, and if you're not a part of the SEC, it might not be, you know, interesting to you. But anyway, so I was trying to, you know, break down just that little clip for you guys. I couldn't do it, so I'm not that tech savvy. I wish I was because I would have broke that down and shared it with you on our Facebook group page. So. Anyway, all right, guys, I hope that everybody has a great Christmas holiday preparation season. And I hope that you, let me bend down a little bit. I hope that you are able to find everything that you need for your family. And that, see this right here? The lights are out right here. I got to put some lights right here. Yeah, I do. And I also have to find a star for the top because unless I just make it like a sad tree, I want it to be a tall. I really like this hat. I do. I like it. So anyway, I hope that you have a great day. Have a great Monday. Listen, today's the first day of the rest of this week. It's day one. We get to set the pace for this day. We get to set the attitude for this week. And by Tara, we get to decide how our week is going to go. And so let's just be kind to ourselves, be kind to one another, and have a great week. And I will see you on Wednesday. Whip Wednesday. Can't wait to see what you're doing. And so stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. Bye, guys. Much love.